Right friends, welcome back to Learning Space. This is Good Morning New India. The first one is Swachh Sarvekshan. Indore, Bhopal, Visakhapatnam stood 1, 2, 3 positions, and Gonda in Uttar Pradesh, and most of the dirtiest cities or towns are concentrated, or you can say they are in particular states, and government has to do something to reduce these imbalances. Then the second point is how the criteria is taken. This is very important from examination perspective. Here 45% weightage, or you can say 900 marks is given for the municipal body with regard to solid waste management, then door-to-door collection of waste, processing and disposal of waste, and ODF, that is open defecation free. So by considering all these aspects, 45% weightage is given. Then 25% weightage is given for data collection via personal and direct observations and assessments carried out independently. So independent data assessment carries 25% of the marks, whereas the collection of feedback from citizens constitute 30%. So out of 2000 marks, this evaluation is done. So from examination perspective, please understand what is the evaluation criteria for this ranking of cities. Total marks are 2000. Look at the next one. And before going to the next one, please don't forget Swachh Swasth Sarvatra. This program, please don't forget Swachh Swasth Sarvatra. And here the community health centers in ODF blocks, open defecation free blocks, will be allocated rupees 10 lakhs under National Health Mission. It is to leverage the achievement of Swachh Bharat Mission and Kayakalp. Right, having learned this, let us look at New Look Hummus. Hummus is known for its radical views. Now it somewhat softened its stance. So that's all about this article, and here if you look at the issue of Palestine as well as Israel, and 2-3 important points, please don't forget. Yesterday we discussed about boundaries. In addition to the boundaries, Gaza Strip is situated here. Gaza Strip, one side Egypt and other side Mediterranean Sea and Israel. So Gaza Strip has got borders with Egypt and Israel as well as coastline of Mediterranean Sea, and here Hamas is ruling this Gaza Strip, and here this area, this is West Bank. West Bank is ruled by Fatah, F-A-T-A-H, right? So East Jerusalem is another issue. Jerusalem is situated somewhere here. So Jerusalem is the bone of contention for solving this Palestinian issue. So please understand, Hamas is ruling the Gaza Strip, and Fatah, that is ruling this West Bank, and West Bank means the areas to the west of Jordan River, to the east of Jordan River, the country is Jordan. So these things don't forget, and the editorial is with regard to Hamas, the organization which is ruling Gaza Strip. It softened its stance. Right friends, look at the next one. Riyadh first stop in Trump's inaugural overseas trip. If you look at Donald Trump, he is going to visit Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is the ally of United States of America for the past 7 to 8 decades. That is one part, and it is the country which takes the mantle of protecting the interests of Sunni Muslims. And here another country, Iran. Iran takes the mantle for protecting the Muslims' interests of Shias. And there is a historical rivalry between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and from the beginning United States of America is supporting Saudi Arabia, but during the last 2-3 years of Obama's tenure, what happened? This nuclear deal was concluded, and because of the conclusion of nuclear deal with Iran, the relations between Saudi Arabia and America strained a bit during the last tenure of Barack Obama. Now it has got lot of significance as Donald Trump decided to visit Saudi Arabia as well as Israel Israel is the traditional ally of United States of America, and after Iran nuclear deal, relations are little bit strained between Israel and United States of America, but still Israel and Saudi Arabia are time-tested allies of United States of America, right? So it appears that Donald Trump is continuing the policy, or you can say he is just continuing the footprint established in the history with regard to Saudi Arabia and Israel. Look at the next one, multimodal transport policy on the anvil. Here the basic problem is there are roads or highways, ports, at the same time waterways, at the same time airways. They are working in their own silos. Now people are talking about creating multimodal transport policy, and in fact there is a talk of creating only one ministry, and this article is with regard to framing the policy pertaining to multimodal transport policy, because at present each and every organization is working in their own silos, right? Look at the next one, Fed holds rates study hints at June hike. Federal Reserve increased quarter percentage point in their last monetary policy in March, and at present the target rate is 0.75% to 1%, and now Federal Reserve has not increased the interest rates, and it may increase in the next policies to come, or you can say next monetary policy meetings during the year, because it already announced that further increase will be there. Next one is higher coal tax may benefit economy, IMF. Here the IMF says an annual 150 rupees per ton increase in tax on coal from 2017 to 2030 that could prevent over 2.7 lakh deaths from air pollution, and at the same time it will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 12%, and it will generate net economic benefits of about 1% of GDP, right? So leave this news item. You should have clear idea about at present rupees 400 per ton is imposed on the coal, and it is applicable for the coal imported also, and this rupees 400 per ton, this cess is imposed basically to promote clean energy, right? Look into the next one, equity ETFs rise on investor interest. What is meant by ETF? ETF is exchange traded fund. Exchange traded funds are the funds which are based on index of certain categories. They are based on the index of certain categories. So exchange traded funds nowadays are being shown more interest by the investors. Here you see the new pecking order of Indian FMCG. What is FMCG? Please go through this. Fast moving consumer goods. FMCG means fast moving consumer goods. They are of high volumes but low profit margins. They are normally low price, frequent purchases. And another important aspect is they are essential for regular consumption, and they have got short period of shelf life, and they are sold quickly. These are all the features of fast moving consumer goods. I have given examples here. Fruits is one example, milk, toothpaste, Coca-Cola. These are all examples of fast moving consumer goods. And here in the fast moving consumer goods, here if you look at the Hindustan Unilever, HUL, HUL has got the largest market share with around 30,000 crores, right? Now the important point to note here is Patanjali has overtaken ITC, right? Patanjali has overtaken ITC. Look into the next one. Here the news item says that so far ISRO, and please don't forget ISRO's commercial arm is there, that is Antrix. Antrix is the commercial arm of ISRO, And the news report says that ISRO so far successfully launched 180 satellites belonging to 21 countries, and out of this 115 satellites are from United States of America, and the second highest Canada 12, Germany 10. Right? Look into the next one. House Republicans pass bill to repeal and replace Obamacare. And what is the difference between Obamacare and Trumpcare? You should have clear idea. Obamacare is basically to look at the people, low income groups and old age groups, and the companies must insure their employees. So you can say Obamacare is basically supporting low income groups as well as older people. The burden on low income people as well as older people is to be reduced. That is the plan of Obamacare. I have given here the difference between Obamacare and Trumpcare. Obamacare, incentives in the form of tax credits for the people in low income and old age. And another point is, it allowed companies to charge older people not more than 3 times they charge for youth. Suppose the insurance premium is rupees 10,000 for a 25-year-old boy. For the 60-year-old man, the maximum insurance premium can be 30,000. Right? So, this is the feature of Obamacare, and it mandates companies to insure their employees. That means it will increase the costs. Here 2-3 important points, please understand. In Obamacare, the advantageous sections are low income groups as well as old people. But the disadvantage is, with regard to Obamacare, healthy persons are having more premiums, then additional costs on the companies, right? And the rich people are affected here because of some taxes are inbuilt into the architecture. So here companies are affected because they have to mandatorily insure their employees, and those who choose to stay out of insurance have to face a tax penalty. And at the same time, some taxes are inbuilt into the architecture of the affluent people. So in a nutshell, advantageous to the low income group, advantageous to the older people, that is Obamacare. But the difficult part is, the healthy people have to bear more burden. Second point is, there are some taxes included in the architecture for rich people. Third one is, companies' costs will go up because of Obamacare. So this is plus side, this is negative side. Now Trumpcare is coming. It take out taxes on the wealthy, and subsidies offered in the form of tax credits to older and low income people will disappear or shrink. Then enrollment of employees, this is employees, enrollment of employees or individuals will not be mandatory, and the companies will be allowed to charge the ratio of 1:5 for younger ones and older ones. Right. So this is all about the difference between Obamacare and Trumpcare. And what are the consequences I have given here? Please go through it. And this concludes today's Good Morning New India. Have a nice day. Thank you.